Today's topic is inverted papilloma. So, as the name suggests, it is a inverted, means something is inverted, but we'll see what is there inside. And papilloma is a papillary projections, benign tumor. So, now what is the etiopathogenesis? So, it is a type of the tumor in which the surface epithelium grows inwards into the underlying supportive tissue. So, as you come to know that epithelium grows inwards into the underlying supportive tissue, connective tissue. It may occur in the nose, paranasal sinuses or urinary tract. In the nose, it causes sinusitis, nasal blockage, nasal congestion. It is also called the Scandarian papilloma. That is other name for that. And it may arise from the nasal septum and the lateral wall or the sinus mucosa. Now, what are the characteristics? So, it is a benign or intermediate papilloma, which is most commonly seen in the 5th or 6th decade of the life in males mainly, and male to female ratio is 3:1. So, it is more common in male in the old age. Grossly, it is seen as exophytic and polypoidal mass, which is more vascular than an inflammation. It has grey to pink in color, which has tendency to recur. It has destructive capacity to surrounding structures, so it will destroy the surrounding bones, tissues. It has propensity to be associated with malignancy. On long-standing cases, it will convert into the malignancy. So, first, what are the histological findings? Appearance of the epithelium inverting into the stroma with a distinct and intact basement membrane that separates and defines the epithelium content from the underlying tissue. It may be associated with atypia, carcinoma in situ, or carcinoma like squamous cell carcinoma, transitional cell carcinoma, mucoepidermoid carcinoma, or verrucous carcinoma. Clinical features. It can lead to the unilateral nasal blockage, most commonly seen in 58% cases, unilateral epistaxis, unilateral nasal discharge, unilateral nasal mass, sinusitis, headache, diplopia, facial numbness, facial swelling, anosmia. This all can lead to the later stages. Now, how will you diagnose the case? We have to do diagnostic nasal endoscopy to confirm our endoscopic nose findings. Then, and to confirm our findings, for radiological investigation, we can go for the computed tomography of the paranasal sinuses, and we can go for the MRI also. So here in the picture you can see in the nasal endoscopy, you can see the polypoidal mass within the nasal cavity. Here in the CT-PNS, you can see inverted papilloma filling the left fully nasal cavity, which extends into the left maxillary sinus. Now, how will you manage the case? First, we have to do the surgery. Surgery is the definitive management. There are various approaches for that, like intranasal polypectomy also we can do. We can also do Gardwell-Duck procedure, that is while opening the maxilla, anterior wall of the maxilla, we'll go and remove all the polypoidal tissue. We can do medial maxillectomy, or we can do lateral rhinotomy or FES. And other management is in severe or extensive cases, we can also give radiotherapy for the recurrent cases also. Thank you.